Hello everyone and welcome. And today we are going to look at the new fights announcements. It is crazy to see where we are. I made a video yesterday to talk about few fights that I thought would be possible. I thought Gaethje should get, maybe they should save Gaethje or Hooker, or they will give Gaethje a contender, which has now been decided. It's FEZIEV. We are going to see Gaethje versus FEZIEV 2. And not only that, another fight announcement, which I predicted to the dot. Silva versus Bryce Mitchell. Mitchell, man, Mitchell. It is going to be a great fight. It is in UFC 314. He called in UFC 314, and this is going to be a fight night. Hopefully, a fight night or a main. It is not a main event. I think it is a. It can be a main event if they want to, but we don't. We only don't have this. We have Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree Jr. A fight that was supposed to happen but slipped away. But now they are redeeming themselves and giving Rountree his shot at number 4 and giving Jamal a chance to redeem what he has done until now. And not only that, we have Marlon Chito Vera versus Bautista. It is going to be a stinker of a fight, but we can't really see anything, man. Anything can happen. This is in a May card, maybe a fight night. Not really seeing any main cards, but a fight night is set. A fight night, and then another fight night. In UFC 314, we are going to see Silva versus Mikhail. It is going to be probably a 3 rounder, man. Let's go, let's go. And then we have Gaethje versus Fiziev. So let's just start. I will start by talking about Gaethje versus Fiziev first. Well, the last fight between these two went to a decision, which is again, it was a crazy fight, a full uh, pace fight where a lot of us thought Fiziev is gonna win because of what he was doing at the time and how he was carrying things through. But now, but Gaethje showed his resilience, showed that he's now patient. He's not leaning into shots. He's not going to ballist his opponent. So it is going to be really, really interesting to see how the thing turn out. And not only that, we are also going to see an improved Fiziev because for the most part, Fiziev striking is very top class, if I may say. His movements, his striking, his accuracy, don't really know about that much, but on the dot, if there is no improvement from any fighter, which I think Gaethje will have because he was preparing for Dan Hooker, a striker, and Fiziev can mix up things, and he should mix up things. If you want to make a fight interesting, you should mix up things rather than just going in with a striking mindset because Gaethje still has a punch. The first man to knock down in the UFC Max Holloway is Gaethje, even though it is not given to him, but it should be him. But it is going to be a fight, man. It is going to be a fight. At least they didn't give us. I never really checked what Fiziev's right now current win streak is, but let's just see quickly. Fiziev, we have. Okay. Damn, man. Damn. His last fight was against Gaethje. And before that, he also lost to Matthews Gamrot in 2023. And he lost to Gaethje, and in 2024 he had no fight, and now he's coming back. His first fight after a year-long layoff, or maybe he had an injury or something, is against Justin Gaethje. It is very rare to see a fighter lose to a fighter, then get an a layoff for a year, and now coming back to the same fighter. After fighting Fiziev, I think Justin has fought Poirier for the BMF title. He has fought Holloway for the BMF title again, which is crazy to see, man. Which is crazy to see the activity that really matters. Most of us are not even. Most of us, I think, have forgot about that. These two even fought because of the inactivity of Fiziev, and for more so, the fight not being a highlight as the other two have been, for better or worse. But we have a fight, man. We have a fight, but it is very. Even though they are giving him the same opponent, it is very impressive to see that the division will be moving because we have new contenders. We have a division full of new contenders. They should get their shot at the top ranks. If not, which again, Hooker one is not really that much because they're just fighting for a great fight. Even if Hooker wins, he will not beat Islam Makhachev. Neither will Justin because he will not. It will be very difficult, but he will not. And we have to see movement in the division. And the lightweight division is, man, filled with filled with stuff. And now we are getting a Fiziev rematch. Let's see what happens because Poirier put out Vincent Denise, and now if Gaethje again, if Fiziev couldn't beat Gaethje again, it will be difficult to see where the division is moving because is going to be the top four is just so much high level than the other rest of the division that there is no movement even if you try to create one. But March 8th, man, March 8th is going to be crazy. We are going to see a fight. Fiziev versus Gaethje both have an interesting style to fight. Most probably Gaethje with the violence and Fiziev with his striking. And he can mix up takedowns, which again I think he should. He should go for takedowns. Even Gaethje should go for takedowns, man. Show your takedown defense or make a statement with your wrestling that you can challenge someone. Maybe they will give you a title shot. Who knows, man? Who knows? Things can be crazy. Even Sean can get an immediate title match. Gaethje can get a title match too, man. And if Chandler beats Pimblett, he will be shooting for the title, man. No matter how. Wow. But it's great to see movement in the division. New contenders are getting their shots. I don't know if it was the right to give Fiziev. Maybe they could have gone with someone else who are in the rankings right now. You see lightweight rankings. So in lightweight, first Arman, Charles, Justin, Dustin, Max. God damn, Max in here too. Then Dan, Michael, Gamrot, Panil, Tato Moicano, Fiel Fiziev, Jalen Turner, someone the knees, Barry Pimblett. Yeah, I think Fiziev. Fiziev is the guy to give because I think Wasan Denise is also booked to fight, and then Pimblett is fighting Michael Chandler. Anato Moicano, I don't know, man. The guy deserves rest. Manny Moicano. Listen to me, brother. Well, let's just hope. Let's just hope the fight goes on and it is going to be a great fight. Hopefully, we see violence from both sides and it is on a technical basis. I think Faziev is going to have an edge with the striking and defense, but the improved KG is a little more dangerous than we have seen, except the Max Holloway fight, man. That was crazy fight. Next up, A fight I predicted to happen, man. I predicted to happen. They can't let Gene Silva get railed off with the momentum he has right now, man. It would have been criminal to not give him Bryce Mitchell. He shouted out, he called him out. And it is going to be great to see Bryce Mitchell against Silva because Bryce has some real wrestling, man. He has some great wrestling. And Gene Silva, like takedown defense, I think he has, even though I'm not really remembering any fight where he had to use takedown defense or he took someone down. It's just blurred right now, but based on the last fight, the guy has some serious hands, man. Some serious hands. Serious hands. And we have seen Mitchell fight someone with serious hands. I think Ilya Topuria, and what happened. So it's really, really a very fast turnout for Bryce, sorry, for Silva, and it is great. I predicted it, man. I said it. I said it in the last video that Bryce has announced that he is going to fight someone. And who else could have been than Gene Silva? The guy has no damage. The guy just fought. He has momentum. People has eye on both of them. It is going to be a fight to watch. A guy who thrives in violence, emotion that are going to be put on here, and the amount of Israelis and Jews are going to support Silva for beating Price. Come on, come on. It is going to be a fight, and it is going to be a fight. Even if Bryce, I think for the most part, even if Bryce takes him down, the power is going to be something, is going to be there, which is going to be interesting to see if he Silva can shut down Bryce's takedowns and can take his hands, because it is very difficult to that Silva is going Bryce is going to take his punches. But let's see Bryce Mitchell's mm, last record, what it is. So he lost to Ilya by submission. Dan Ige by decision. He won that one. Josh Emmett by KO, and then beat Kron Gracie with a slam and elbows. So a good takedown defense. If he can't take Josh Emmett's punches, which I think Josh Emmett is one of the best punchers, best power punchers in the featherweight division, I seriously doubt he can take Silva's punches because Silva's punches are, I think, on the same power level or maybe slightly higher than Josh Emmett, but it is going to be very tough because if the guy lands, he lands with serious malicious intent, and it is great to see him in the rankings to get a ranked fight. He finished all of his opponents, I think, in the previous fights, and now it is really important to get through Bryce Mitchell, which for the most part everybody will be looking for, that the guy gets past him. And there are a bunch of comments. I think if I can show them, I don't know how it works. Okay, it's working. Bruh, I'm crying. Man, that ass get a bounty put on his head, man. Seriously, man. Seriously. It is quite interesting to see that. And I predicted it. What else or what fight could have made more sense than Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell at this moment? Gene Silva is so hot right now. and Bryce Mitchell is hot in the media, and I think a lot of eyes is going to be in this fight, which is absolutely amazing. They're going to get a stage, a three-rounder, and it is going to be fun to watch this fight, man. Can't wait, can't wait. It is great, man. It is great. Let's go, let's go. And then we have Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill versus Khalil Rountree Jr. A fight which is supposed to happen didn't happen. They both got a title shot. They both have experience of fighting one common guy. I think that is going to be very common to say if uh, Alex gets through Magomed and Kalayev, it will be very evident to say in the top five that everybody has fought him and nobody got better of him. But regardless, Jamal Hill and Khalil Rountree. It is going to be the fight of wills, man. It's going to be the fight of will. Whose will is more powerful than the other guy? Because Khalil went more rounds and had a much impressive fight against Alex than Hill did. And now we are in a situation where what happens after it? Now that I think about it, what happens after it? If Khalil beats Hill, who was beaten by after Magomedov, the official number one contender, supposedly Yuri. So what happens after that? This is a great fight. This is a fight to see because they both are going to come swinging because they both have to redeem themselves. Khalil to make a point that he is a top contender and he deserves high ranking, and Hill to defend his honor, man. The guy said too much for his own good, hyping up the fight. That is wonderful. That is great. That is what we want to see. But then losing both of them. And in the second fight with Yuri, credit where credit is due. He was fighting with his heart. The first round obviously went to Yuri, but the second was very close. And the third, if and only if Jamal hadn't made that overextension of a right hook or a left hook. Oh, it was a right hook, I guess. Right, le left hook. I think it was left. I don't really know. One of the hooks he made, he was so extended, and credit to Yuri, man. What kind of head movement he had. He read it, stepped back, punch, punch, and he was down. And then he was up again. The fight didn't stop when he put down. He was up again, and then he fall down again, and then the fight was over. It is a banger, and gladly it's a five-rounder. UFC Fight Night, Kentucky. Oh, sorry, Kansas City. My bad. Kansas City. It is going to be a great fight night. It is going to be a great fight card, man. And it's in April. Hmm. But what more fights can you put in it? Over the top of my head, I'm not really seeing anything right now. But regardless, it is going to be a fight to watch. It is going to be a must-see fight. A reason being, both have hands and both have striking. Really doubtful that Roundtree will go for a takedown. Maybe he will, maybe he will not. Well, Jamal, I'm also 50-50. He can go for a takedown to get a win, but it is crazy to see, man. Right now, it is crazy to see Jamal Hill versus Roundtree. Imagining the fight gives me good view right now. Start can be slow, but Roundtree can have a good start. But if the cardio is not there, Hill can take advantage of it because Hill went 5 rounds with our guy Glover Teixeira. He went 5 rounds. So he has the 5 round experience, full 5 round experience with good cardio and winning the fight. So it is really uh, the cardio is really going to pay dividend. If Khalil doesn't have it, last few rounds can go to Hill. But if he can finish the fight quicker, who knows? And talking about cardio, I think he was also a little gassed. Hill was a little gassed in his fight against Yuri, I think. But then again, DDP looks gassed, but he comes out with the energy to fight all 5 rounds. So let's just let's just hope both of them stay healthy till April 26 and give us a fight we want, because there have been a lot of pulling out fights, man. There have been crazy 2 or 3 in 2 days. But for Jamal, man, he needs to fight frequently right now. But he had damage from the Yuri fight as well. Well, it's a good turnaround. It's been quite a while. So let's just hope they both stay healthy. They both are able to fight, because that's the biggest concern right now. They're giving us with fights, but the fighters are not staying healthy, which is concerning for the most part. Hopefully, they both do stay healthy this time, and we do see a fight happening between Jamal Hill and Khalil Rountree. It is going to be a banger of a show. Hopefully, not stalling, nothing but a banger. Let's go, man. Let's go. And credit to Jamal, man. He's fighting great. Hopefully, he talks. And if he talks and if he wins, he has something to say right now. Hopefully, he wins. He gets this done, and we'll see him move forward, or Khalil move forward, because it's a great fight, man. Both have lost. Both need a redeeming fight. Both will be hungry. Both will be more more on putting the other person out than they would have been if they had a win streak. They both have to prove a point. Khalil, that he is not a seventh ranked light heavyweight. He deserves much higher rank. He needs to prove that he deserved that title shot, and Hill to prove himself that he is a top ranked lightweight still now, even though he's defeated by two of the best lightweights right now. One uh, being Alex, and second being Yuri, but then Magomed Ankalaev is also there. The two of the top champion and another contender. They both have a point to prove, but Jamal has much greater chip on his back than I think Khalil. Well, let's just see, man. Hopefully Jamal gets out with a good game plan, and hopefully there is no ring rust. And then we have this, whatever this is, lost to Jose, the King Aldo, cheated Jose, the King Aldo. It's crazy to see, man. It's crazy to see that Jose Aldo has beaten the seventh ranked guy. Jose Aldo was robbed by the 10th ranked guy. And now we are seeing him headline a fight card. Is this a main event? I'm not seeing any details about it being a main event or not, but May 13th there are no fight cards, so maybe this is going to be the main event. Man, but to the credit of the fight, a lot of people are going to be on Chito Vera's side to see this Bautista guy get flatlined, which is again very difficult to see in a fight. If it's a 3 round fight, I will forget about a finish. There is going to be a decision because Chito also is a slow starter. And then if Bautista just holds Chito against the fence for the entirety of fight, which he did to the legend Jose Aldo, it is going to be it can it has the potential of being a good fight and a boring fight. It is very doubtful to be an exciting fight right out the jump. And that is sometimes a problem in these 3 round fights when the fighters are slow starters. For mostly I'm talking about Chito. Bautista is a starter every rounds with the same thing in his mind. I'm gonna hold the guy against the fence because that's how you win. Barab said so. Nice, good for him. But I don't even want to talk about it because I don't really know what to talk about it. Chito is a slow starter, but he can get a finish if he has good reads on you. But what read are you going to have when a guy is holding you to the fence? You can't even read the guy. You can only read the tattoos from his back, or if he has on his head. That is all you are going to see. I don't know, man. Don't really want to talk about it. But it is a fight coming up. Hopefully, Chito. I want to say it. Hopefully, Chito knock this Bautista out, and hopefully he shuts. I don't know if he can, man. If Jose Aldo was held against the cage, who has still probably the greatest takedown defense in the UFC history, and this is what they are doing. This is what they are doing. What's the point of it? The guy lost to Aldo. The guy robbed Aldo. So what are we doing here? What is happening, man? What is happening? But what is happening, man? It should have been Aldo and fighting someone else other than people he has already beat or people who were cheating on getting a decision cheated. Come on, man. And then these guys are proud. Well, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.